play at Rugby Park last weekend, but a top talent for Celtic in goal. Kenny Clark referees Hearts against Celtic for the 3rd time this season, and the last time he flashed the yellow card 10 times. This time the beach balls on the pitch are being supplied by the Hearts supporters after Celtic's UEFA Cup exit at the hands of Villarreal. So this is becoming a regular occurrence now on the football pitches of Scotland, clearing the beach balls off the pitch before we can get underway. And the beach balls at the moment playing a 5-3-2 formation by the looks of it. What do you reckon, Sandy?
Well, you know, Kenny Clark's obviously not going to start the game, but I don't see anyone making any kind of effort to go and clear those balls up. Even the players around about there, just kick them off to the side and let's go on with things.
Is that just the one up, do you think, with one play slightly off? The pitch clearing operation well underway.
I thought that was you there, the pace that were coming on.
34 points between Hearts and Celtic last season, 35 already this season with 5 games left. Hearts haven't won in April, 3 draws and a defeat. Celtic this month with 2 wins out of 6. But then the 2 wins have taken them to, firstly, the Tennant Scottish Cup final, with their sweeping aside of Livingston in the semis. And then, of course, last Sunday at Rugby Park, a rather important win, that one, because it removed any mathematical doubts whatsoever that Celtic would be champions. It's now a question of how big is the winning margin. It's 15 at the moment after Rangers' draw, which you've seen at Tynecastle yesterday. So it could be 18 if Celtic win, and they could be homing in on that record-winning margin of 21 points, which was notched up by Dick Advocaat's Rangers in 1999.
It's a free kick there in Hearts' favour, tackled by Henrik Larsson on Stephen Presley. I'm looking at the Celtic line-up early on, Rob. They look as if they're going to play 3 at the back, 5 across the middle. Varga, Valde and Mialbi at the back. Jamie Smith's going to the left-hand side to play left wing back, with Didier Gat on the right-hand side.
So those beach balls were in the right position there.
You got it spot on. It'll be interesting as well today. I'm just looking at the Tynecastle pitch. It's not in the best of conditions. There's a lot of bare patches. It's very dry as well today, so it'll be difficult for the players at times. I'm sure it'll be bobbly. There you go. Looks like the back of your head.
Looks like the top of yours. That was Andy Webster's header. On Maybury, the Republic of Ireland international. Back from Varga. David Marshall clears. There's Scott Severin at full stretch. Came on as a sub last weekend against Livingston, and he's played a full under-21 game during the week.
He's a good player, Scott Severin, very competitive. Had a bad season due to injury, hasn't played many games at all. I'm sure he'll get stuck in today. He'll want to try and impress people today.
Varga's throw, Larsson flicks it on for Petrov, the only goal scorer at Rugby Park last Sunday. Good challenge from Maybury on Agat. Didier Agat certainly felt it, but that's the way Alan Maybury plays, and he's had a good season, and he's back in the Republic of Ireland squads for the midweek game against Poland, so he's making a big impression.
He's also playing the left-hand side, which is unusual as a right-sided player, but he certainly bombs on down that side. But he's giving away a free kick here. I'm sure the big guys are built from the back. Yep.
Mialbi and Valde and Varga all forward for Petrov's free kick, but he fails to get it beyond Paul Hartley. Neil Lennon will be unaffected completely by the jeering from the stands. He's well used to it. Liam Miller under pressure from Phil Stamp. Jamie Smith's pass. Foul by Robbie Nielsen. A little bit over-eager.
I'm sure, Rob, as this game develops today, Hearts will work really hard to close Celtic down. Both are playing the same systems, 3-5-2, so it's man-for-man, little battles all over the field. And Craig Levine's teams, they certainly work hard to close down, to press hard and not let their opponents play. Try not to let them settle.
That's a good cutout from Webster. Hartley mixing it in midfield as well, but the Celtic have it with Lennon. Larsson's flick. Liam Miller couldn't quite make the most of it. Good challenge from Andy Kirk. Foul by Maybury on Miller.
He's unlucky, Alan Maybury. Don't think it's deliberate, but it certainly catches Liam Miller.
Neil Lennon with the free kick. Patrick Kisnorbo clears. Aidan McGeady. Jamie Smith. Overrun it, Smith. Loses possession to Kisnorbo. Oh dear.
I don't know what Patrick Kisnorbo was thinking about there, but I tell you, Andy Kirk had been a marvellous run in between Bobo Balde and Stanislav Varga. Patrick Kisnorbo could have found him, but he'd been through the keeper.
I think he was trying to play it with the outside of his foot, but he got it all wrong. And a quick counter-attack possibility for Hearts was lost. Stilian Petrov. And poor delivery from Didier Agat.
I think, Rob, will give Agat before that Patrick Kisnorbo the benefit of the doubt. I think the way the pitch is today, that will cause that kind of bad passing. I think you've got to try and take a touch, make sure the ball is stopped dead, and then try and pass it.
Wednesday night, only an 8th league defeat as Celtic manager in 4 years for Martin O'Neill. Good challenge from Varga, it was a brave one. Phil Stamp forcing his way down the right-hand side. Corner kick.
Good play for Phil Stamp. I tell you, Rob, I think it'll be a feature of this game today. Kevin McKenna is up against Varga, Mialbe and Bobo Balde, and I think McKenna won his fair share of headers in the box. We've seen it earlier from that long kick, and Andy Kirk will be looking to go on the end of them.
Andy Webster up, Rory Nielsen as well. And it's a poor one in from Paul Hartley. And I feel the pitch may well be blamed for that as well. Good run from Alan Maybury. Maybury's cross. It was behind McKenna, and it was easily fielded by Liam Miller.
That was a chance though for Hearts. Celtic breaking it. They thought they were going on a counter-attack there by Henrik Larsson. Unlike him, gave the ball away.
That's good play from Liam Miller. Very composed, quick enough as well. Johan Mjalby, Stilian Petrov threads it through, no takers. Goalless after 7 minutes at Tynecastle, and certainly good to hear from Chris Robinson that pre-match that Hearts are very likely to be staying here for another year. Of course, big question marks about what happens beyond that, but it seems very much as if it's going to be another year at Tynecastle with Hearts. It's just a great venue for football matches, and you'll hear from Chris Robinson during the half-time interval. Balde in the middle of the back three with Varga to his right and Mjalby to his left. Jamie Smith with the nutmeg on Robbie Nielsen. A good covering from Andy Webster.
Good play from Andy Webster. But that's what he's there for. The system Hearts are playing. If you see, if Smith goes beyond Robbie Nielsen, you expect Webster to come out from that area, that central area, and cover him and make that type of challenge.
Newcastle are ahead against Chelsea in the English Premiership, and if Chelsea don't win, then Arsenal can clinch the title by winning their game this afternoon. That one's later on, but it's 2-1 Newcastle, Alan Shearer. The title already settled in Scotland. Celtic are champions for the third time in 4 seasons. But Hearts encouraged by a 2-2 draw at Celtic Park 3 weeks ago. Varga's shot hit with plenty of power, but in the way was Hartley. Here he is again, looking to start something for Hearts, but not like that. A casual pass which hands possession back to the champions. Gat's pass, the idea was decent, but he just gave it too much pace.
There's too much weight in this pass from Didier Gat. Henrik Larsson's trying to make the run. It can't go too early, otherwise he's offside. But just got to take the weight off it from a Gat.
Neil Lennon up to Henrik Larsson.
Great challenge from Scott Seven.
And a good challenge by Liam Miller to deprive Andy Kirk of possession. Scott Severin, Kevin McKenna, good turn. That was good ball retention from McKenna. In the end, the hoop shirts were swarming around to pick up the pieces. Kevin McKenna's touch will have to be good because he's got a tough shift against a big back three.
He has, but it was interesting listening to Jim Duffy before the game started. Jim thinks his best position is centre half. I have to think that centre forward is where he really does his job exceptionally well. So aggressive in the air, creates chances for people round about him. And anyway, Jim, anybody can play centre half.
Watch what you say now, Jim, in the studio. Careful. 10 minutes gone, Hearts 0, Celtic 0.
There's been a good tempo to the game, Rob, in the first 10 minutes, but the pass has been poor because of the conditions. But I'm sure the players will adapt to that the longer the game goes.
That was McKenna's header. Stan Varga did enough to make sure that Andy Kirk wasn't going to get on the end of it. Andy Kirk 5 times capped by Northern Ireland. But he struggled to hold down a regular place for Hearts this season. Dennis Wyness has been given a lot of chances. Celtic's 56th game of the season. And after this one, another 5 left, 4 league games, and the Tennant Scottish Cup final against Dunfermline. Strong challenge by Severin on McGetty, and check a problem for Robbie Nielsen.
Yeah, he's got a very bad cut above his eye. The blood's pouring out of it, Rob. The team doctor's just been called, the Hearts doctor's just been called down from the stand. I'm sure he'll be called off very shortly.
Henrik Larsson's crossfield pass. Aidan McGetty, the youngster. Lovely turn and free kick. Good skill from him. That's the first real glimpse of what he can do.
Yeah, it's good play from the youngster. This is a good ball from Henrik Larsson. McGetty's first touch is decent. He can't go towards goals, forced back the way, but it's good touches, good football. Doesn't panic, don't give the ball away. Nice little turn, and maybe just catching his trailing foot.
And you know, Sandy, that all stemmed from a very lazy pass in midfield from Patrick Kisnorbo. That opened up things for Celtic. And it's presented them with a set piece. Kenny Clark having a look at the damage to Nielsen. Tries to wipe it away with his sleeve. He might need something a little bit more permanent, I think, in the way of medical care.
So let's get it.
Petrov's free kick aimed at Varga, headed behind by Webster.
Good defending from Hearts at the set piece. Celtic, as we know, are so dangerous, so many big targets. But Hearts are a big, strong team as well. And Webster making sure there's no chance of a goal there.
It's got to be disciplined, it's got to be organised from Hearts, because the threat from Celtic comes from one of 5, as many as 5 players. Petrov slipped. Spectacularly cleared by Stamp. A first-class delivery.
Okay.
And a Hearts free kick.
I think that's an indication there as well of the way the Hearts play. That long clearance from Stamp. As soon as the ball was played forward, Hearts are pushing up right away, putting Celtic under pressure, not allowing them to get the ball down at the back and start another build-up.
Here is Phil Stamp, closed down very quickly by Liam Miller. Presley launches it. Mjalby with a poor header straight to Kevin McKenna. Well, maybe he should have hit it first time because he was off balance as he tried this effort on goal.
It's a poor header from Johan Mjalby, but Kevin McKenna, he's got to take a touch here because of the conditions, but then it gets too much time. He can't make his mind know what to do. And by that time, really, the shot would have been blocked anyway. But his alternatives there, he could have passed it wide to Robbie Nielsen, who would have been a better area to make a delivery into the box.
That's a Celtic free kick.
Another chance for the big guys to go up. Baldy, Varga, both making their way towards the Hearts penalty box.
In from Lennon. Again, it's away by Stamp. Back to McGetty. Now Smith. Liam Miller linking the play together. Miller in the last lap of his Celtic career. He's heading for Old Trafford in the summer, having signed, of course, a pre-contract agreement with Manchester United. Another loose one from Mjalby. Kiznorbo to Kirk. Stamp. Lovely pass with the outside of the right foot to Robbie Nielsen. His throw, and he can fling him.
If he wants to, Robbie Nielsen will get this one right into the penalty spot.
It's from McKenna. There's Andy Kirk at the chance. And very casually backheeled behind by Didier Agat.
Great chance for Hearts. Again, the threat from McKenna in there. This is a great header. He knows exactly where Kirk is. That's a really good challenge on Kirk. Otherwise, this one surely would have ended up in the back of the net. But great header from Kevin McKenna. It's Bobo Baldy, and it makes the challenge.
Mini rugby ball thrown by the Celtic supporters. That's in response to the beach balls.
Must be the fashion.
Hartley's corner. Back from Stamp. And then the second ball in was a big disappointment for Paul Hartley. That's Presley. McKenna. Too much on it for Kirk. But there are promising signs up front for Hearts.
Well, it's we said earlier about Kevin McKenna. Every time there's a ball played up to his area, it makes a good challenge. Celtic are in a little bit of pressure, and if Hearts could pick up the loose balls round about the edge of the box, they should have one or two half chances.
Balde's header, good turn from Lennon. McGetty's layoff to Agat. Aidan McGetty again. A trip by Maybury. That's a silly one because that allows Celtic again to get a heavy artillery forward. I don't imagine Craig Levein too impressed, Chick.
No, he's not at all impressed by the number of free kicks that have been given away, and also the possession. He's trying to get them to get a hold of the ball, keep it and string a few passes together, despite the chances they have created, Rob, but they're giving that ball away far too cheaply in his point of view.
A delay in the taking of the free kick while Kenny Clark gets things organised in the area. In from Cillian Petrov. Stan Varga had a chance. It's Aidan McGetty, the 18-year-old, his first top-team start, his first top-team goal. It's Celtic's 100th Premier League goal of the season. What a day for him.
It's a great finish from the youngster. It's another set piece. Hearts have given away far too many free kicks, but Varga's got a chance here, but he misses the ball completely. But McGetty's on his own, but there's still a lot of work to do. He makes a really good connection in the shot. He gets it on target. It's slow and hard. Craig Gordon won't see it to the last minute, and it's straight in that corner. Gets a little bit of luck, the fact that it hits the post and then goes into the net. Often you've seen him coming back out the way, but the technique is excellent. It's a great effort, great power in the shot.
Well, Chick, a big smile on the face of Martin O'Neill there, and I think he's been promising the youngster, hasn't he, that he would get in, he would get his chance as soon as the title was won.
Yeah, I mean, there's been talk in the Celtic ranks. He's been travelling with the squad all season. Martin O'Neill has brought young McGetty in. He's just turned 18. He's been travelling with the squad over the last few weeks, Robin. When the team's been announced, He's looking really disappointed that he's not been included in the starting 11. He's got a lot of confidence in his own ability. Smashing young lad, born in Glasgow, but unfortunately we seem to have lost him to the Republic of Ireland as an international player, despite the fact he is born in Glasgow and his folks are Scottish as well.
That's a foul. Heavy challenge by Stamp on Smith.
Late challenge for Phil Stamp. I'm actually just looking with young Aidan McGeady's playing today. He's playing in that midfield area, but he's got a license to play anywhere he wants in the three-man Celtic midfield, getting forward up beside the strikers at times. And so Derek can take a chance when he gets one.
A massive talent unveiled at top team level this Sunday afternoon. He's scored goals for the under-18s this season, 12 times, a couple for the under-21s, and now he's scored for the first team. Aidan McGeady, what a moment for him. 1-0 Celtic in the 20th minute at Tynecastle.
Celtic have certainly started the game fairly well. They passed the ball well, they look dangerous going forward, and especially at set pieces. And that's the thing that will annoy Craig Levine more than anything else. In fact, it was a needless free kick that allowed Celtic to take the lead.
Paul Hartley, good shooting chance, but he was leaning back. It was always heading over the bar.
He had to take this one quick. Paul Hartley was going to be closed down by Bobo Baldi. It's a decent effort. The ball just bouncing up a little bit as he hits it. Then the momentum takes it right over the bar. I've seen Paul Hartley score from that distance, that type of shot. Hits the ball well.
Andy Webster's header heads out. Well, we said at the time it was a silly free kick given away by Alan Maybury down at the corner flag. No real need for it. It allowed Celtic to put the likes of Varga and Baldi up, and that was, of course, where the chance stemmed from, and finished off by Aidan McGeady.
And it also wasn't Maybury's first one, Rob. I think it's been maybe 3 or 4 in that area. The Celtic have had a chance to deliver the ball into the box. And if you keep giving Celtic opportunities, eventually they'll take one.
Shelby's pass, and McGeady offside. Well, he will be rerunning the video or the DVD recording of this a few times, I would imagine. His first top team goal for Celtic just 3 weeks after his 18th birthday. His first glimpse of the top team. 1-0 Celtic. And of course, a Celtic win would open up the gap at the top of the table to 18 points. And you just wonder what will be the winning margin by the end of the season. The gap between Celtic and Rangers, which has looked this season massive.
Yeah, that's the way the season's panned out. Rangers obviously champions last year, lost a lot of players in the summer, but Celtic this year, you've got to give them enormous credit. That man, McNeil, even though they're so far in front, you can still see the way these players are working for him. He certainly seems to get the best out of them game after game.
Craig Gordon's free kick. Baldi attacked it, but it runs through for Kirk. McKenna's shot, spilled by David Marshall, and got there at the second attempt just in time.
I think it's a pitch again. It's another half chance for Hearts, but McKenna, for me, you're maybe going to take a touch there, but you see the fiery bounce right in front of David Marshall. Young goalkeeper, he's very quick off his mark. It's a challenge here. Bobo Baldi and full stamp. Look a painful one.
But that just shows Hearts, Sandy, that they've got to get more and more efforts in on goal, because if the surface is uneven, and certainly it seems to be, there are some fairly eccentric bounces coming up off the playing surface, you want to be getting lots of shots in and getting players in for the rebounds as well.
Yeah, well, we've seen Hearts having 2, 4, 5 maybe efforts to go so far in this game, but all off target. But this one, it's on target, and that's important. You can see the bounce here. I think it's actually right on the 6-yard line. The young David Marshall showed what good qualities he's had. He has great reactions to make sure he collects the second one.
It was good play as well from Stan Varga, because he was very quickly in on top of his goalkeeper to protect him and to make sure that Andy Kirk didn't get first to that rebound.
Well, you see that as a football coach, Rob. As soon as the shot goes on target, whether you're defending or attacking, you follow it in. If you're a defender, you've got to get there first. If you're an attacker, You've got a chance of scoring a goal if it comes off the keeper.
He's had a season that he will never forget. David Marshall, having come on as a sub at half-time at home to Barcelona, and he's done little wrong since.
He's still very young as a goalkeeper though, Rob, but the potential's there. I'm sure Bertie Vogts is very aware of Marshall and young Craig Gordon at the opposite end of this field.
It's when you think that David Marshall is 2 years younger than Craig Gordon, you realise that he's got a lot of learning to do, but already he's packed away a lot of important first-team experience.
He's also learning very quick.
That was Mjällby, hooked away by Smith. Webster's challenge on Larsson is penalised.
That's good play from Henrik Larsson. Right in beside Andy Webster there. Forced him to give away the free kick.
A wasted free kick it was.
Yeah, it's unusual Celtic wasting a set piece.
Good leap from McKenna to win the header.
I wonder, Rob, how many times 50-50 challenges that Kev McKenna has won a header today. I can't remember him losing one, and he's playing against 3 very, very big defenders.
Nielsen's throw. McKenna was again the target. Varga's header. Jamie Smith trying to keep possession, but Hearts have it back. And Phil Stamp, as you can see there, is hobbling around the midfield check.
Yeah, he's coming off. They're going to bring on, I think it's going to be Hamill who's coming on, Rob, to replace him. They'll just shuffle there for Hearts, but Stamp can't continue. Yeah, it'll be Hamill who's replaced them.
Well, that's a blow for Hearts. Phil Stamp missed last weekend with a calf injury. Back in from the start here today, but the game is not going to last long for him. 25 minutes gone, and Phil Stamp is heading off once Hearts are ready to make the change.
If it is Joe Hamill that comes on for Stamp, I wonder if there'll be a change of tactics as well from Craig Levine. Could well go to a 4-4-2 with that change.
Mjällby's free kick. Larsson leaping for the header, but it skimmed off Presley on its way back to Gordon. Big kick out from the keeper. Balde first there. Then goes Hartley against Lennon. It's Joe Hamill who will replace Phil Stamp. 20-year-old Hamill on, and this will necessitate a reshuffle. Hamill's first touch finds Alan Maybury, and there was a push in the penalty box and a free kick given against Maybury.
Kenny Clark blows his whistle before this shot from Maybury is taking place. Just here, you'll watch it here, just a little nudge. Maybury in the back of Didier Agat. Good spot from Kenny Clark. You see it better from this angle. See both his hands going on to Agat. Just putting the defender off.
Kevin McKenna tries to play in Andy Kirk, not quite. Under pressure was Mjällby. Good touch on the ball, Stan Varga. Didier Agat plays it in hope and loses possession. Chick, what's Craig Levine wanting from Joe Hamill?
Well, it's just I'll just come back to you after this attack, Rob.
It's Andy Kirk who's won a corner. Carry on.
Thanks, permission to speak. Yeah, I think that they've just had a little tactical reshuffle. The 3 fingers get held up all the time from the manager, so the figure 3 involved. There's a little switch all over the place. I think it's quite a complicated arrangement going on here, Rob. We'll get back to you when it's sorted, because actually we're in the middle of a protest behind the dugout now, aimed at Chris Robinson, of course.
We'll get that in a minute. Joe Hamill's corner helped on its way behind. Well, placards being held aloft. Maybe it's as well we don't focus in on them too closely. The mention of George Fowkes' surname, I think, features. And shaped Hearts' future here at Tynecastle. Another corner from Hamill, which doesn't make an awful lot of progress for Hearts. Cillian Petrov still grounded down near the goal line.
That was two chances there for Joe Hamill to put the Celtic defence under pressure from the corner kick, but in both occasions poor delivery.
Chick, it's not been a great week for TV pundits, so maybe it's best that you don't read out what's on those posters.
No, I want to keep my career with the glorious BBC intact, but they're aimed at Chris Robinson. We will be speaking to Chris at half-time about the future of Hearts. As I understand it, they are going to stay here for another year, but only another year, then move to Midfield. It's clear enough. There's George Fulks, the chairman of Hearts now, and he announced just a couple of weeks ago, actually at the Motherwell game, for the first time, that Hearts would indeed not be going to Midfield immediately, but it's only for a year, a stay of execution as I understand it. But we'll hear it from Chris Robinson's mouth at half-time, Rob.
Yep, still a lot of uncertainty about the future of Hearts beyond the end of next season. Free kick for Hearts.
Johan Mayabi, just a little nudge there, and Kevin McKenna. But a chance this time for Hearts to get the ball into the Celtic box. Paul Hartley looks as if he's going to take this one.
Andy Webster steps forward, Scott Severin as well, Patrick Kisnorbo all into the area alongside Kirk and McKenna. Paul Hartley's delivery, a free header for Kisnorbo, unable to hurt Celtic, but Hearts still on the ball. Maybury with Liam Miller right at his back. Here's Joe Hamill. Good pass to Kisnorbo. What a chance he had there. And he's lost the plot again, Patrick Kisnorbo, with a poor pass.
I watched Hearts play here last Saturday as well, Rob, against Livingston. Kisnorbo was exactly the same. His use of the ball was poor. He's a first-class defender, works really hard for the team to close people down, but he's got to work on his use of the ball.
He was well picked out, Kisnorbo, by that Paul Hartley free kick. For once, for the first time in the match, really, it was a good delivery from Hartley. Found Kisnorbo, and well, he just couldn't direct the header, and there were options for him. Petrov tries to play in McGeady. Good bit of rescue work there from Kisnorbo. Credit to him this time.
That's what he's good at, Rob. Great defender.
It's very competitive between Hearts and Celtic. It always is. And only the teenager McGeady's golden goal separates these two. Onside, Andy Kirk. Can he square the game? He certainly should. He's missed twice.
I can't believe that, and neither can Andy Kirk. This is a great ball from Patrick Kisnorbo. We've just given him a hard time, but what a marvellous pass. And Kirk is onside when the ball's played. Does everything right, great first touch, but he really can't make his mind up just there. And he gets the second opportunity off the goalkeeper. It's a gaping goal. You've got to get it on target. You've got to put the defenders under pressure. Probably catches it too well, but well over the bar. What an opportunity.
Well, he may have had a good first touch, Andy Kirk. His second one was appalling. It let in David Marshall to block the first effort, but the second one was an open goal. And he's still scratching his head, Kirk, and wondering how he could possibly have missed a magnificent opportunity for the Tynecastle team to square the game. Meantime, a little bit of a set-to between Petrov and Severin. Chick, did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did, Rob. It was a very clumsy challenge by Andy Webster, who's been spoken to by the referee. But in the wake of that, there was a clash between Severin and Petrov. There's Petrov about to be spoken to by the ref. They squared up to one another. It was all a bit verbal more than anything else, a bit cheap pushing and shoving, nothing too serious. But it was the original clumsy challenge by Webster that caused the problem.
A sunny Sunday afternoon at Tynecastle. Hearts 0, Celtic 1. Henrik Larsson with the free kick. Didier Agat. And an easy take for Craig Gordon. If you pop them up with that much altitude, the goalkeeper's going to grab them.
It's an easy one for the keeper. It's a poor delivery from Didier Agat.
If you've just joined us, Celtic's goal here is their 100th of the Scottish Premier League campaign. And looking to open up an 18-point gap at the top of the table. The title sealed last Sunday. Well, that was clumsy more than anything else from Scott Severin. He protests his innocence, but the free kick is given.
I don't think he tries, but I think it's Scott Severin's momentum more than anything else that takes him into Stan Petrov. He kind of clapped right toward the free kick there.
And always the suspicion that follows Stilian Petrov around Scotland that he embellishes these challenges and makes the most of them. Liam Miller. Jamie Smith. Henrik Larsson's flick. Alan Maybury got just enough on it to divert it clear of McGeady. Gats to Lennon. Good work from Hearts. Miller, McGeady, Petrov. Aidan McGeady again. Scored once and he fancies another one.
Great play from the youngster. And also a good passing move from Celtic. Petrov involved. It's a great little pass to McGeady. Decent first touch. Cross his body. Only one thing in his mind. I'm going to have a go. He's got the confidence from the first goal. Craig Gordon making a good save.
A late challenge on Paul Hartley. Kevin McKenna reckoned Kenny Clark should have played that on. He thought the Hearts might have had a chance of scoring here beyond the foul challenge.
Yeah, the referee blows his whistle maybe just a fraction too early. No doubt about the free kick. But he just wondered here if Hearts could have played on. There's another free kick actually just in the edge of the box.
The ball's at Kevin McKenna's feet.
He's still got a lot to do there, Rob. There's still a lot of work to be done if he's going to get an opportunity there. He's back to goal. Yormi Albaby is right beside him.
Let's not argue then, it's only 5 games left.
Young David Marshall trying to organise as well. I think that Andy Kirk missed. I think you've also got to give Marshall credit. Closed them down really well.
Paul Hartley over the ball, Joe Hamill over the ball, Scott Severin just behind. 4 inside the area for Hearts. Hartley's pass, Robbie Nielsen's shot, blocked by Jamie Smith. Hamill all the way back for Presley. And Baldy will let that go, and there'll be nothing that Andy Webster can do about it apart from trip the Celtic defender.
I can't believe Paul Hartley didn't hit a shot there from the edge of the box. What an opportunity.
Well, it's party time at Celtic Park. Next Sunday, we'll be there to see it. The championship trophy will be handed over to Martin O'Neill's team. We're on air from 10 to 3. And we'll obviously take in all the celebrations afterwards as well. Celtic champions again. 3 out of 4 for Martin O'Neill, and foiled by just a single goal last season when Rangers, of course, swept the boards. Scott Severin, good work in midfield, releases Paul Hartley. Joe Hamill wanted too long on the ball, and Liam Miller robbed him. That's not at all what Craig Levein wants from his young substitute.
No, it's not. Just looking at Hamill's playing as well, Rob. It's just a straight swap. Hamill's playing the position that Stanton's playing, so no change in tactics from Craig Levein.
Well, the dummy might have been clever from Scott Severin, but no one benefited from Hearts. Celtic on the ball. McGeady, the goal scorer. Good challenge to win it from Severin. Now 3 against 3 for Hearts. Hartley with the decision to make. Now McKenna. And Petrov intercepts.
Ken McKenna didn't want to go on his left foot, didn't want to go down the line, wanted onto his stronger right.
Possession retained by Neil Lennon. He's a past master at that. Given away by Miller. Kirk against Baldy, and only one winner there.
Good defender from Bobo Baldy.
Here's a reminder of the man of the match. Telephone number 09011 110 861. Signed man of the match top, Bank of Scotland Family Match Day. Handheld TV, those are the prizes. And Sandy will make his ruling later on. And I wonder if the youngster Aidan McGeady might just crown his day by getting man of the match as well. Long way to go, but he's certainly been a delight to watch so far. And I have to confess to feeling a little bit depressed that he's thrown in his lot with Ireland instead of Scotland.
Well, he's maybe not made his mind up for certain. You know, as he grows. Yeah, I know that he's said that you know, he's committed to the Republic of Ireland, but until he plays an official game for 21s, unless he's already done that.
I think he has, Sandy.
Yeah.
I think he's played a game for the 21s. I know you were clutching at straws there,
I'm trying.
But he does look a highly promising talent. You're always wary of talking up players too much when he's just turned 18. But when you hear Tommy Burns eulogising, as he did pre-match, about his ability to play, then you have to listen, and you have to be aware that McGeady could be quite a player to watch in the future. Here's Robbie Nielsen. It's his second bite. This is Liam Miller's pass. Andy Webster will let it go. Just. Nearly 40 minutes gone at Tynecastle. Hearts 0, Celtic 1. Hearts haven't played badly Sunday, but the scoreline is against Craig Levine's team as Andy Kirk, just below him, gets his boot sorted. I think he had his boot ripped, or the lace was burst on his boot, so he's getting that sorted. And there might be some doubts on the Hearts technical area that he's wearing the right boots, having missed that sitter a short time ago.
It's been good though, Rob. I've enjoyed the first half. Craig Levine will be disappointed that they're a goal down, especially the way they lost the goal from a set piece, unnecessary free kick. And I'm sure the players that Craig's got in the field today, they'll certainly be committed second half. They'll push people forward in the hope of getting that equaliser.
Do you think those two should have consulted about what style of baseball cap they were going to wear this afternoon? They're clashing horribly over there. Can Hearts carve out an equaliser? Paul Hartley's free kick. Balde put his head on it as David Marshall was coming for the cross.
Well, Bobo Balde does the right thing here. If he's not sure, David Marshall obviously not shouting enough or loud enough, but if you're not sure as a defender, don't take any chances, clear your lines, then reorganise.
Five in the box for Hearts. Hartley's corner, unmarked was Andy Webster, and Andy Kirk had another chance.
It's a real chance again from a set piece. The marking in the back from Celtic at set pieces is poor, and watch the number of maroon jerseys that could challenge this one. It's a free header from Webster, and Andy Kirk, you've got to say there, is really unlucky. Any kind of contact at all, and this is going to end up in the back of the net. But young David Marshall, right place again to make the save.
Just didn't quite get enough contact, Kirk. That would have taken that beyond Marshall, because David Marshall didn't see an awful lot of it, but he managed just to grab it on the goal line. But a shocking lack of marking from Celtic at the set piece. Andy Webster must have been disbelieving as he saw how much room he was given there.
I think, Rob, when you look at the first half chances, the better ones have certainly fallen to Hearts. They just haven't managed to stick them away. Craig Gordon, really nothing to do apart from pick the ball out the back of the net once.
So 2 minutes to be added, 5 minutes then, just about away from the half-time whistle. Hearts are pushing and pressing, but they need a goal.
That was a strange throw from Alan Maybury, playing Stephen Presley under all sorts of pressure.
Liam Miller shrugs off Scott Severin. Still in Petrov. Gets it back from Didier Gat. Badly timed challenge by Paul Hartley. And that just allows Celtic to again throw the ball into the penalty box.
Yes, he's late at Paul Hartley. Petrov reads the challenge coming, makes sure he gets over the top of Hartley's leg, no danger of getting hurt.
But so late in the first half, Celtic leaving Mialbi and Balde and Varga exactly where they are. Celtic content to be ahead, and maybe surprised still to be ahead as well, given the chance that Kirk missed. That was Webster's header. Severin's there. Well won by Neil Lennon, though, doing his usual sterling work at the heart of the midfield for Celtic. Henrik Larsson, lovely pass for Jamie Smith, and couldn't do much with it. Real quality about the way Jamie Smith was played in here by Henrik Larsson.
Yeah, it's a great pass. Smith, he does well to stay on side, the ball in behind the fullback, and I think it's a pitch again that makes the first touch look poor. Jamie Smith just can't get this one down at all. Should maybe play it first time across the goal and see what happens, but you see it bobbling up there, it makes life difficult for the youngster. I'm just looking at Hearts as well, Rob. They've changed their tactics a little bit. Scott Severin's going to play in the midfield area, leaving Hearts to play a back four.
That's Andy Webster. Nielsen, Webster, Presley, Maybury at the moment, with Scott Severin just in front, Sandy.
I think that's right, Rob. I think it's Aidan McGeady that's caused the problem. Celtic, he's playing right up beside Petrov and Larsson, so Celtic really have three front players, forcing Hearts into a back four.
Just 15 seconds left of 45 minutes, 2 to be added. Kisnorbo's pass for the overlapping Maybury does well against Varga, and goal kick given, no free kick against Didier Agat. It was a great run from Maybury. It looked to me like a free kick.
Yeah, the ball from Kisnorbo looked a 50-50 challenge, but you see there, Kenny Clark getting absolutely spot on. Didier Agat doesn't make any contact.
In fact, that should have been a yellow card for diving, no?
Maybury's certainly got to hurdle him and go over him, Rob, and then to me...
It's the dying swan, isn't it?
There, isn't it? Maybe just a little bit lucky to get away with that one, Alan Maybury.
The Hearts captain, Stephen Presley. Maybury to Webster. Flicked on to Severin. Joe Hamill. Kevin McKenna, good move from Hearts. And all that was missing was a better final ball into the area.
Yeah, it was good play from Hearts, good build-up from the midfield area. A great defence from Stan Varga just at the end there, just enough to block Andy Kirk, not allowing the forward anywhere near the goal.
That's Webster. Flicked on by Hartley, given straight back to him by Bobo Balde. A push by Miller and Hartley, but Kenny Clark plays advantage. I don't think that's the ball Joe Hamill was wanting. Andy Kirk, Scott Severin, Jamie Smith for Celtic. Kisnorbo, Maybury. Last chance of the first half for Hearts to try to fashion an equaliser. Lost though by Kisnorbo. McGeady weaving his way clear of Maybury. Half time at Tynecastle. It's a football fairy tale.
It's an awful long time in footballing terms, and I'm not convinced that Murrayfield is the answer.
Billy, many thanks for that. We're going to rejoin Sandy Clark and Rob McLean.
They aren't used to losing, and so many records to protect. But lose they did, having of course been close to losing against Hearts 3 weeks ago in Glasgow, 2-0 down with 3 minutes left before Celtic salvaged a draw. And Hearts equally competitive here against the champions. Craig Levein will be pleased with the performance, pleased with the pressure, pleased with the creation of chances in front of goal. And if Andy Kirk had had his shooting boots on in the first half, it could have been 1-1, it could even have been 2-1 Hearts.
You're right, Rob. Hearts haven't done too much wrong first half. I'm looking at the line-up at the start of the second half. They're sticking with that, the back four that they finished with. And Joe Hamill's playing right-hand side. Patrick Kisnorbo drifting towards the left in the midfield. Scott Severn, he'll sit in front of the back four, and Paul Hartley will try and be a supporting midfield player.
Jamie Smith's pass. Smith playing the left wing-back position with Didier Gat on the other side. And the back three of Varga, Baldi and Mjalby, with Neil Lennon patrolling the area just in front of them. To the usual great effect. Warning, beach ball on the pitch, just the one this time. Mjalby loses possession. Kevin McKenna played it off Baldi. Well won by Paul Hartley. And a disappointing delivery for him. He was trying to pick out Andy Kirk at the back post.
He managed to do the hard bit there, Paul Hartley. Won the 50-50 challenge, then a poor delivery into the box. But right away, start the second half, you can see Hearts are trying to press the game as far up the park as possible. Again, trying to close Celtic down.
Lennon flicks it on for Smith. Back goes Joe Hamill, the first half substitute. And Celtic have a corner inside 90 seconds of the second half.
I'm sure we'll see the big guys up again. Yep, they're all making their way up. Mjalby, Baldi, Varga. 3 big targets inside that box.
Hearts want to stay in touch. They don't want to go too down. Petrov. Lennon. Offside, Stilian Petrov.
It took a long time for the assistant to put the flag up there. My initial thought was to look at the assistant, but Neil Lennon hits this one, and just when the ball's played, it's very, very tight. I think Petrov just half a yard at the most offside.
Well, we've dealt with the Tynecastle question and the Murrayfield question. What about the Aidan McGeady question? Chick, can we summarise by saying he wants to play for Ireland, although he could play for Scotland?
That's it, Rob. I'm going to go and mastermind, and my specialist subject is going to become Aidan McGeady, because he seemed to spend the last 40 hours on television radio discussing him. The whole situation is that the talented young man was taken over into the Irish youth setup. He has played for Ireland, I think under 19 or under 18 level in the youth team. He has not played in the under 21 side, which in any case would not eliminate him for playing for Scotland. So he's done nothing at this stage that would stop him playing for Scotland, except he wants to go and play with the Republic of Ireland. And I believe, although his parents are Scottish, he has a grandparent, I think, on his paternal side who is Irish, and that allows him to play for the Republic.
Andy Kirk. Corner off Varga. So Chick, do we basically need to send Bertie round? Is that the answer?
Well, I'm going to go down and see him at the end of the game. I'll take some Highland toffee and iron brew, and I'll try and Scottify him by the end of this programme.
I tell you seriously though, I think now Bertie Vogts and Tommy Burns have got to work hard on that young man.
Paul Hartley with the Hearts corner. Scott Severn in some room. Back in from Nielsen, too far. Taken by David Marshall, but it was Scott Severn who had the chance, and again the marking less than perfect.
I'm just going to say that, Rob, the set piece again, Celtic not too well organised. But Hearts again failing to take advantage.
Jostling between Larson and Maybury. The Hearts player comes out on top. Celtic have a throw played out by Presley.
It was a poor pass from Stephen Presley. But when you're in doubt because of the pitch, the ball bounces so high. Just clear your lines. Just play it forward. Try and play in your opponent's half rather than put yourself under unnecessary pressure.
Given away by McGeady. I knew I'd find something dodgy to say about him after a while. It's only taken the best part of an hour. Webster under pressure from Larson. Good work though from Andy Webster.
Great play from the youngster.
Stayed strong, didn't he?
Yeah, he does. Henry Larson doesn't give you a second. He really doesn't have any. There's no way he should be anywhere near this one, Larson, but he doesn't give it up. Puts Webster under enormous pressure. But the youngster dealing with it really well.
Hearts have to keep their belief. They've had a good first half. What they need is a goal. Severn's pass. Kirk tried to play in McKenna. Celtic defended it well. Joe Hamill. Patrick Kisnorbo, good challenge by Didier Agathe. That's great ball winning.
He wanted too long, Patrick Kisnorbo.
Liam Miller short with a pass for Petrov, and that allows Scott Severin to intercept.
Scott Severin doing well, working back the way, protecting his back four. I think the players deserve a lot of credit. There's 50 minutes of play so far. It's been a decent game under difficult conditions on the pitch.
Kisnorbo controlling the pass well to McKenna. Miller got in front of Hartley. Severin to Maybury.
Hearts just can't get that final ball quite right. Can't find that gap to get through the penetrating pass.
Jamie Smith tucking in to do the defensive work for Celtic. Baldy this time. Flicked away by Petrov. Good work from Severin. Hamill squares it from Maybury. Another good challenge from Agathe. Back with Marshall. Petrov's header. Scored the winner, the only goal last Sunday, which sparked title celebrations. Nielsen. McKenna with Mjällby right at his back. Foul against Mjällby. Kevin McKenna may be a bit fortunate. He was taking an awful long time to make up his mind.
He should have passed it earlier, but got away with it. Mjällby just a little bit rash with the challenge.
In the box, McKenna and Kisnorbo and Severin and Kirk and Nielsen and Maybury. Played in by Hartley, not great. Baldy unstretched.
Not the best of deliveries here from Paul Hartley. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get lots of pace on the ball, trying to flip it in. He couldn't get enough height.
Nielsen's long throw. Baldy clears straight to Webster. Hamill, Kisnorbo. Lofted in by Andy Webster. Headed away by Stan Varga. Neil Lennon has an opportunity to start something. Henrik Larsson, brilliant touch. Not a bad pass either, was it, to Aidan McGeady. Wonderful bit of skill from McGeady. Might well have cut that back for Petrov or Larsson, but this little bit of skill which opened things up was pretty impressive.
This is brilliant. What about this for a touch on his left foot, and this little trick, brilliant, great to watch. He picks the wrong option there, probably can't make his mind up whether to pull it back the way or have a shot, and ends up knocking it easily into Craig Gordon. Magnificent ability, great confidence.
Chick reckoned that was reminiscent of Rivellino. Chick, was he a player in the past somewhere? Do we know him?
Yeah, he chose not to play for Scotland as well, actually. No, I know he practices that in his repertoire. I spent a day at Celtic with the youth academy and the youth policy on Thursday. And McGeady was practicing, playing in that game. He was outstanding with the under-21 team, incredible. And I saw him do tricks like that, Robert. Let me tell you as well, the Hearts are going to make a change. Patrick Kisnorbo is coming off. Not quite sure who's coming on. I think it could well be Mark Vries.
And in England, Arsenal are heading for the Premiership title as Mark de Vries gets himself prepared. Patrick Vieira has scored at White Hart Lane. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. And of course, with Chelsea having lost at Newcastle this afternoon, then a point is all Arsenal need to clinch the championship. Celtic supporters knew the title was theirs long ago, even though it was only mathematically certain last Sunday. It's been a runaway success for Martin O'Neill and his team. But just the 1-0 lead here at Tynecastle, and Hearts aim to do something about it. In goes McGeady. Good positioning from Presley. Smith with Lennon alongside. That's a good pass from Neil Lennon. Petrov. McGeady. Lennon again makes himself available. That was heading for Larsson before Presley's header. Varga, Miller,
Good spell of pressure from Celtic. McGeady heavily involved again.
Agat supported by Miller. Gets a second chance. Celtic attempting to pass Hearts off the pitch at the moment, and Nelby barged off the pitch by Hartley's challenge. But Hearts are going to make the change, and it's a change of the attacking variety with Patrick Kisnorbo heading off. And top scorer Mark de Vries will be his replacement. There's nothing else Hearts can do apart from go for it.
Well, they've got to go for it. It'll be interesting just to see what Kirk does tactics-wise now. Will de Vries play up beside McKenna and Kirk? Or will Kieran McKenna play a wider area where he's played in the past? McKenna certainly drifting towards that left-hand side in a moment.
So now Hearts with McKenna and de Vries and Kirk, front three by the looks of it. And immediately de Vries is the target, but Balde wins the header. Nielsen to Hamill. The scorer of the only goal so far, Aidan McGeady. Too much on the pass, Presley intercepts. Jamie Smith obstructed by Robbie Nielsen.
Good play from Jamie Smith. He does that so well, Jamie Smith, that attacking down the flanks, right hand side or left hand side. He knows he's got the pace to go beyond Nielsen. Nielsen recognises that as well, so takes him out of the game. The young McGeady's playing the wide on the left hand side now, Robin. He's seen plenty of the ball, and he's certainly making very good use of it.
Petrov tugged the shot wide. Very much on target last Sunday, but not this time, and he scored 3 times against Hearts this season. 2 in the cup win, 3-0 here, and he scored the winner in a 1-0 league win in January as well.
I think Martin O'Neill's thinking about changing his defensive formation after the substitution. Mark de Vries coming on. Kieran McKenna's trying to play on the shoulder of Didier Agat, so I'm pretty certain if that happens, Hearts will be hitting long balls in down that left hand side and hope McKenna can beat Agat in the air and create a chance in the box.
Paul Hartley. Joe Hamill gets a free kick given against Jamie Smith. Robbie Nielsen didn't really give Andy Kirk an awful lot of chance with the pass. Webster knocks it into the stand. Pressure from young McGeady, and Hearts are well warned. Delicately poised here with less than an hour gone at Tynecastle. Celtic are ahead, Hearts have had chances, and now Hearts giving it plenty up front with de Vries and McKenna and Kirk. And Craig Levein knows there are no prizes for losing 1-0 or 4-0. He's got to have a go.
Yeah, and he's right, Craig. He's as well going for it now. Celtic will be forced to play a back four now. It'll be Agat, Varga, Balde, and Johan Mjalbe will play left back, I'm sure. Stanley Petrov also dropping a bit deeper. Again, he playing up front almost beside Henrik Larsson.
Yeah, it's interesting how Celtic vary it, isn't it? Because Petrov's dropped off a little bit. McGeady now up alongside Larsson as Celtic do their own little reshuffle. And certainly McGeady has proved very difficult to pick up, quite an elusive player. And he's shown already that he's deadly given a chance. That was Andy Kirk's cross, blocked by Miller.
It's a poor ball from Andy Kirk. A chance to get the ball into the box. De Vries and McKenna both in there, big targets, and again the delivery not right.
Scott Severin's long throw. Varga head and shoulders above everyone. Andy Webster needed too long to get that down. Sliced out of play by Smith.
Just have a quick look, Rob, at the Celtic midfield as well. Liam Miller's on the right hand side, Lennon in the middle, Jamie Smith the left hand side, and Petrov certainly dropped 10 yards deeper just off the front to try to help out.
Quite interesting check in that technical area with Craig Levein making his changes, and then it's kind of 15-all, isn't it, as Martin O'Neill responds.
That's exactly what happened, Robin. Sandy's read it right. That's exactly what Martin O'Neill was saying down here, but he was having a problem getting the instructions across because of the noise level in the stadium, you know, and amongst others, I love Tynecastle, and the noise level in here is incredible, a lot of atmosphere, which makes it difficult for the coaches to get their instructions across, and the Celtic players in the midfield were taking a while to get it, to take the incoming information.
61 minutes gone. Hearts 0, Celtic 1. Aidan McGeady's first Celtic goal. But Hearts don't fancy being losers at Tynecastle. Their only domestic defeats this season have been against Celtic twice and Rangers once. Mark de Vries was being held, it seemed, by Bobo Balde as he tried to force his way through. Well worth another look.
Yeah, Kenny Clark certainly moving play on, but just what you see here, I think they're both having a go at each other, Rob. Two big guys trying to fight for possession to get to the ball first. And they're very, very close to each other. Bobo Balde doesn't do too much wrong there. You can see Mark de Vries as well using his arms. So I think the referee right to play on. If that ends up in the back of the net, there would have been a lot of complaints from Hearts.
Yep, I think when you saw that again, it was 6 1/2 dozen, a titanic tussle between those two. Vries versus Balde, no holds barred. Hearts look to ask some questions here. Andy Webster trots forward to join De Vries and McKenna. In from Presley, missed by De Vries.
That's another wasted chance for Hearts. I think when you look at the setup and there's a high ball in there, Bobo Balde challenge say the Mark de Vries there, invariably the ball will go in behind both of them. No one will make contact, and that's where Hearts need someone coming round the back to try and take advantage.
The only other attacking change that Hearts can make would be to bring on little Graham Weir. That would be another option for them, possibly to replace Andy Kirk later on already. De Vries is on and Joe Hamill's on, so 2 out of 3 substitutions made by Craig Levein and his team with a free kick here.
Hearts have certainly got to try and make one of these set pieces count. It's got to be a good delivery. You've got to get someone attacking the ball and someone picking up the loose one.
In from Joe Hamill and played in far too close to David Marshall to be any threat. Needs a lower, pacier delivery, doesn't it?
It does. The goalkeeper, if you throw it high like that, lots of height on the ball, the goalkeeper's always going to come and collect it.
That's well won by Scott Severin against Liam Miller, but he hasn't given it up, has he? The Manchester United bound midfielder. Foul De Vries on Lennon, and a little flare-up as well between the two.
I don't think Mark de Vries can have many complaints there. There's a few challenges getting in now. Hearts are trying to lift the pace up, but Mark de Vries here can't argue with that decision. Maybe Neil Lennon's trailing leg, trying to almost catches the big fella, but that's a late challenge. But just Rob, get back to what Chick was saying earlier, the atmosphere inside Tynecastle today is incredible. It's a great arena, it's a great stage to play football. And I, for one, will certainly be delighted if Hearts are here not just next year but for longer than that.
Presley headed that clear, unsure as to whether Craig Gordon was getting there, and I think there was a shout from the goalkeeper, and Stephen Presley holds up the hand of acknowledgement. Squared by De Vries for Maybury. Scott Severin. The bouncing ball cleared by Stan Varga. Hearts still have it with Robbie Nielsen. Scott Severin. Alan Maybury's header just beyond McKenna, away by Baldy. McGeady. Petrov. What Hearts don't want to do, of course, is push on so much that they leave holes at the back and leave themselves susceptible to being picked off by Celtic, because a second goal for the champions, and you wouldn't put too much money on Hearts coming back.
You're right, Rob, but the substitution of Matt Vries has certainly helped Hearts. They're playing more in the Celtic half. After half-time, Celtic were in the ascendancy, but now Hearts are trying to, are certainly pulling themselves back into the game. I think they won a free kick there. But they've just got to create one or two more definite chances. Lots of balls in the box, but no real clear opportunities apart from the one for Andy Kirk.
In from Severin to De Vries. Nialby stands firm. McKenna shot blocked. Nielsen tripped. No, I thought by McGeady. No free kick given. Celtic on the counter. Jamie Smith. And free kick is given this time against Andy Webster. That doesn't please the Hearts fans.
No, that one was certainly a free kick. Webster doesn't get anything at all on the ball. Jamie Smith again committed going forward. You watch it here, he knocks the ball beyond him. And there's no contact from Andy Webster. So Kenny Clark right to award the free kick there.
Yellow cards for Andy Webster. Craig Beattie is going to come on for Celtic shortly. Well, that free kick was given. This one wasn't. Well, I thought it was. I thought it was a foul.
That was a free kick. Kenny Clark got that one wrong. Not deliberate, but it still takes Nielsen out of the game.
Hearts will feel sore if Celtic score. McGeady is going to be the player who's coming off. Kenny Clark having words with Stephen Presley as the Hearts skipper looks to get the defence in a line and pushed further out. Petrov's delivery was a terrific one, and all it needed was a touch from Henrik Larsson, and it was 2-0.
That's a great ball from Petrov. Just needs the slightest of touches, hard to defend against. The ball's in the back of the net, because all the way through, Larsson certainly stretching every inch to try and get there. Just can't quite get the touch.
And that's what Hearts have lacked, is that sort of delivery from the set piece, which almost set up Henrik Larsson with another goal. What a day he's had. 18-year-old Aidan McGeady, with the only goal so far, makes way for Craig Beattie.
There's another good young Celtic player on, Craig Beattie. Aidan McGeady. He won't forget his debut in a hurry. It's a marvellous game. I love to see good young players coming through.
Stephen Presley. Larsson's challenge. Andy Kirk couldn't keep it. Celtic's throw. And you would imagine there might be one or two votes for Aidan McGeady as man of the match. Not wanting to lead you in any way, Sandy.
No, he's played almost 70 minutes of this game and he's had a massive influence on it. So he's certainly still in contention.
Liam Miller's throw taken from the wrong place. It goes Hearts' way.
The game's been good, Rob. Both sets of players are desperate to win this one. Celtic obviously want to get all 3 points, and Hearts at home desperate to do well, to take something from it. Great effort from both sets of players.
And of course, just the 5 points between Hearts and Dunfermline after the Pars 3-0 win against Motherwell yesterday. So just the chance with these two still to meet, and Dunfermline could catch Hearts for third place. That's why they need points. Here's Craig Beattie. The substitute fires it in. It's off Presley in behind. Sorry, Sandy, you wanted to say something.
I was just going to say I didn't want to mention the Dunfermline one, but certainly a chance if this game finishes 1-0 for Celtic. Dunfermline could well catch Hearts, but this is good play from Craig Beattie. And Stephen Presley can't really do much more here. He's got to make sure the ball doesn't go any further. Stretching all the way, but giving away another corner kick.
In from Petrov, free header for Larsson. It goes wide.
Great judgment from Alan Maybury. Good set piece. Larsson off the line towards the ball. A good little header. This needs a touch again. Alan Maybury judges this to perfection. Recognises it's not going to go in.
Another demonstration from a lot of the Hearts supporters inside the ground against Chris Robinson, against what the club are planning to do. You've had an explanation at half-time from Chris Robinson about why exactly Hearts must eventually leave Tynecastle, despite the fact they will be here for the next season.
You can totally understand the frustration of the Hearts fans. Tynecastle has been home for so long and they just don't want to leave. And while Chris Robinson is saying that they have to leave, if there's different people in charge at this club, then you never know. There's different ways of financing things. And a lot of the Hearts supporters that I know believe that can happen.
I think he'll need the beard as well as the dark glasses if he's going to escape recognition. Vargas free kick. Presley won the header against Beattie. Given away by Severin. Petrov finds room for the shot. Good recovery from Scott Severin. He blocked it. Now Hartley tried to get through the gap, and in the end there was no gap. Overrun. Unlucky Jamie Smith.
He's really unlucky. He's so sharp, so quick, Jamie Smith. Avoided two challenges there, but the ball just went out of play.
The Hearts and Dunfermline game coming up is here, which I guess makes it advantage the Tynecastle team. But Hearts on 55 points at the moment. Dunfermline, after yesterday's win, on 50. So it's closer than Craig Levein would like it. And he knows they need points before they will feel safe about third spot. Andy Kirk is penalised. There didn't seem an awful lot in that. News of a change from Hearts, Chick?
Yeah, Graham Weir's going to be coming on. Robbie Nielsen going off.
Craig Beattie slipped. He claimed he was pushed as he tried to receive the pass from Agat. That's a big booming kick out from Craig Gordon, watched all the way by Baldy. Johan Melby took a wee while there to make up his mind. Eventually launches it in among the Hearts fans. So De Vries and Hamel on, shortly to be joined by Weir. Mark De Vries squares the game with 12 minutes left.
Tremendous finish from Mark De Vries. It's the first time there's been a decent ball in the box. Johan Mialbi has a fresh share of this one, misses it completely. De Vries takes full advantage, very similar to McGarry's goal for Celtic, but catches it really well. Great power in the ball, tremendous pace on it, low, right in the corner. David Marshall, no attempt to save it, no chance of getting it. And you've got to say, since that man come on the field of play, Hearts have been a changed team. They've put Celtic under lots of pressure, and you can't deny them the equaliser.
Mark De Vries' 13th goal of the season. Scored against Celtic 3 weeks ago. De Vries hoped that might mean a Hearts win at Celtic Park. It ended as a 2-2 draw. He's done it again, and this time 1-1 at Tynecastle. And we're in for a very exciting last quarter of an hour. It's been a great game.
I think it's going to continue that way. Hearts will certainly have their tails up now.
And the upshot of that Mark De Vries goal, one of the upshots, is that Graham Weir not now coming on, with Hearts back on level terms. Maybury's free kick aimed at De Vries, played away by Petrov. Larsson, Beattie. Larsson again. In the end, settles for the throw. The pass from Beattie played him out much wider than he'd have liked.
But just before that, Rob, the long ball, the clearance from Celtic. What a tremendous first touch from Henrik Larsson.
Hartley. Kirk, it reared up on him. That was out. Hearts throw. Good pressure from Kirk on Balde.
Well, that's the way Hearts have been all day. They've worked hard to try and stop Celtic playing from the back. They've had a fair amount of success from it.
De Vries against Mjällby. That was a fresh air shot from the goal scorer. How important will this prove to be? I wonder. A magnificent goal scoring record he has for the Tynecastle team, and it's in off the same post as McGetty's first half goal. It's 1-1. Check, the Weir substitution was on, then it was off, now it's on again apparently.
Well, he's coming on, Graham Weir. They've changed who's coming off. It was going to be Robbie Nielsen, it's going to be Andy Kirk, and also the fourth division has just been told wait a couple of minutes to see if there's going to be another change. They've informed the fourth official that this switch is imminent, but that could be a couple of minutes yet.
Good work from Joe Hamill, helped out by Mark De Vries. Gets the break of the ball. Severin to Maybury. Agat's challenge on Alan Maybury. And an angry reaction from Agat against the Hearts fullback.
He's not too happy. Alan Maybury just wants to go on with the game. Wants to try and get all 3 points.
Hearts now sensing that they have the chance to go on and win the game, having got it back to all square. That's Miller to Beattie. Good challenge by Presley. Back from Nielsen. That's Hamill. Andy Webster straight at Johan Mjällby. Severin. Through Lennon to Varga. 12 minutes left at Tynecastle, all square. Great run from Varga, but no free kick.
No, I don't think it was a free kick, but it was a good run from the big defender. Trying to show his followers how to do it. This is great play, so determined, strong. Gets one or two little breaks in the way through. Great little touch there from Miller. And no way that was a free kick. It's a good challenge from Robbie Nielsen.
How much of a factor, Sandy, is that Celtic have won the title last Sunday, and even subconsciously there's a slight switching off?
Well, I don't think Hearts where it's gone from. I think they've worked really hard today, and but I think you give Hearts lots of credit for working every bit as hard as determined to win the game. So certainly Matt O'Neill's maybe rested one or two players, allowed to bring one or two of the youngsters in. Young McGarry certainly had an outstanding 70 minutes on the field, so I don't think that's a factor at all. I think both sets of players have been determined to work hard and try and get all 3 points.
Certainly been a very impressive performance from the home team. Bags of desire, and that desire continues. Nielsen's throw, headed away by Liam Miller. Larsson's there, so's Maybury. Smith's challenge on Nielsen, free kick.
Another chance to get the ball in the box. Paul Hartley, I'm sure, will try to get lots of pace in this one again.
The fifth meeting of Hearts and Celtic this season. 5-0, 1-0, 3-0 for Celtic, then 2-2, and now 1-1. Hartley's free kick, Mjällby's first there. inside the last 10 minutes. Aidan McGeady in the first half for Celtic. Mark de Vries, goal number 13 of the season. That was the equaliser. Severin's header. Andy Kirk missed his shot. That's Hartley. Good work again from Paul Hartley. Very positive, very aggressive. But another great chance for Andy Kirk. He's had a few here today, 2 in the first half, and now 1 in the second.
There's a little bit there between Mabry and Lennon. Neil Lennon's certainly not too happy. Martin O'Neill's certainly not too happy in that technical area either.
And they're both normally very calm as well. Joe Hamill. Dave Petrov snapping at his heels. Back from Nielsen to Webster. Kirk screens it well from Mjällby. Then runs into the Celtic defender. He's still going, Andy Kirk. Finally, it's Balde who takes charge.
No messing about there from Bobo Balde. But really, Celtic took a long time to deal with that situation, Andy Kirk. Another long throw from Robbie Nielsen.
Nielsen flings it some distance. David Marshall was some distance off his line to take care of it. Craig Gordon having to watch every back pass because of a pretty uneven playing surface. Free kick there given against Mark de Vries.
Yeah, just a little nudge there from the Hearts striker.
Tiredness a factor now because these two have given it Laldi for the first 80 minutes or so. That's a good turn from Craig Beattie. Fires it in for Henrik Larsson, played away by Robbie Nielsen. Jamie Smith waited for it to drop, couldn't get a good enough touch. Hartley up to Kirk. Hamill. Composed on the ball. Gets away from Petrov. It's that man, Neil Lennon, who's back to regain possession for Celtic. Then it's lost again. Then it's won again. Varga has it. A tired pass, though, I think intended for Beattie.
Those last couple of passes are all a combination of tiredness and the pitch again. But any mistake in either penalty box now could cost one of the two teams 2 points.
83 minutes on the clock. Scott Severin. Robbie Nielsen claims he was taken out off the ball.
I think Kenny Clark had advantage there.
De Vries loses possession. Now Lennon. Fouled by Severin. Hearts are going to make that change now. It's going to be Andy Kirk off. It's going to be Graham Weir on.
I think that's quite a wise move from Craig Levein again. Graham Weir, fresh legs, last 7-8 minutes of the game. I'm sure Hearts will be trying to make sure that the youngster pick gets onto the ends of the long ball. The flick-ons from McKenna and de Vries.
Hasn't quite managed to recapture Graham Weir the explosive impact he had last season with those 2 late goals in the amazing 4-all Edinburgh derby. But he'll hope to have a late say in this one. Nielsen's header away. Balde. Two-0 Arsenal. Robert Pires has got the second. Patrick Vieira scored the first. Hearts heading for a title clincher at White Hart Lane. Hearts hope they're about to turn a draw into a win with a set piece here.
Yeah, good play from Mark de Vries. Strong again. Goes to ground a little bit easy there, but Kenny Clark deeming that to be a free.
Joe Hamill over the ball. Paul Hartley as well. Celtic's set-piece marking has been less than impressive in this match at times. Hartley Hartley's effort almost caught out David Marshall. It was a great try.
It's a good shot from Paul Hartley. He knows exactly what he's doing. Gets it round the wall. It's on target. It's right in at the corner. But young David Marshall again, good agility. Gets over, gets both hands to the ball. Making sure there's no danger it's slipping in.
Inside the last 5 minutes, Hartley's corner. Petrov clears. And Robbie Nielsen will come across to give this the long throw treatment. De Vries and McKenna, the obvious targets. Webster is in the box as well. In fact, Webster the target for Nielsen, played in by Hartley. Varga gets it away. Back it comes from Robbie Nielsen. Out comes David Marshall. The ball runs loose. Just too high from Scott Severin.
He's unlucky, Scott Severin. This is a hard one for the goalkeeper to deal with. He probably shouldn't come for it. Too many bodies there. Can't get a clean punch on it. But look at the Celtic defenders round about Scott Severin. Also two in the line, trying to make sure they don't lose this important second goal. Desperate to hold on to the point they have. Just can't get it on target, Scott Severin.
At the moment, 2 minutes to be added, so 5.5 away from the final whistle. Miller's pass to Agat. Presley in the way. Lennon. Back from Smith. Craig Beattie. Liam Miller, good challenge, Robbie Nielsen. Graham Weir, the substitutes. Mjalby's interception. Foul given against Nielsen for his challenge in Miller. Baldi and Varga forward for this alongside Larsson and Beattie. Neil Lennon, Henrik Larsson. Jamie Smith sets himself up for the shot and then slices it wide.
Good play from Jamie Smith, coming off the left-hand side. Works this one onto his right foot. Good play from Larsson as well, holding the ball up. Just a little dummy there. Under a lot of pressure, lots of bodies in front of him. But just can't, again, get it on target.
Just over 2 minutes left of the 90. Stan Varga. Up goes Alan Maybury. Foul against Scott Severin. Man of the match, Sandy?
Well, there's quite a few contenders today, Rob. Lots of good performances out in the field of play. But that young man who scored the opening goal for Celtic, Aidan McGarry, I thought for 70 minutes he was outstanding. And you know how I love to see young Scottish players coming through. He can try to play for Ireland if he likes, but for me he's Scottish. And today is my Bank of Scotland man of the match.
He's going to get a visit from you by the sounds of it as well. He doesn't want that. So if you voted for Aidan McGarry as man of the match, you could be a winner. Stay tuned. We're just about in the 90th minute. 2 to be added. It's been engrossing stuff at Tynecastle. 1-1. Are we to have a winner? Good play from Paul Hartley. Maybury. Severin's cross, chested down by Petrov.
Scott Severin had a chance to play that one earlier, left foot, but wouldn't play it.
Do Celtic, are the air of a team are happy with a draw, Sandy?
Yeah, at this moment in time, if anyone's going to score, you would expect it to be Hearts.
And having been caught out in midweek, pushing on for a winner against Aberdeen, you would imagine they're not going to get caught again. Yeah,
well, you can see how hard Martin O'Neill's still working with these players, trying to get every inch of energy out of them.
Was Martin O'Neill looking a bit angry there, Chick, with an angry words? In fact, Chick's gone down the tunnel, so we'll maybe find out about that one later. But there seemed to be a little bit of verbals there between Martin O'Neill and Craig Levein. In fact, it was just as Chick was going down the tunnel, maybe it was his fault.
Chick probably get in the road. But I don't think it'd be anything serious. Both managers want to win the game. They've managed to get everything from their players today. Staley made some great saves in the Hearts, third in the league, and fighting hard to win this game.
The announcement goes out over the PA that we're inside the last 2 minutes of the match. 2 minutes of stoppage time. That's played in by Mark de Vries and away by Bobo Baldi. It has been a terrific atmosphere here this afternoon, a great advertisement for football at Tynecastle. It's a shame it seems to be coming to an end here. De Vries with the shot! Saved by David Marshall. He had to react very quickly to that snapshot.
This is a tremendous save. David Marshall doesn't expect the shot, doesn't see it to the last minute. It's slow, it's hard, it's right in the corner, and again great reflexes from that young man.
Nielsen's throw. Kevin McKenna's there, so is Mialbi. Paul Hartley's shot blocked by Lennon. Celtic trying desperately to hold out against unrelenting pressure from Hearts. Craig Beattie just looks to keep the ball, does well. Jamie Smith. That's given away. That's played into Scott Severin's hands, although his pass was a tired one to Paul Hartley. Hearts need it forward. Nobody hits it beyond Graham Weir. And Jamie Smith wasn't too bothered about where that went. Clever pass from Miller to Beattie. Smith. Can Celtic win it? Larsson trying to get turned. Took three Hearts defenders to keep him out. Free kick. It's Hearts free kick. It's full time. 1-1. It's finished at Tynecastle. Aidan McGeady, the 18-year-old, gave Celtic a first half lead with his first goal and his first sample of top team football at Celtic. But back came Hearts with so much desire, so much hunger, and some
instinct with a player like you, isn't it?
Well, you could say it was a lucky strike as well, really. First time it's happened in a while.
I wish I had a few lucky strikes like that. Aidan, I think the nation's been debating over the last 48 hours about what country you want to play for and what country you're available to play for. Just paint a little bit of the background for me. I know I talked to you through the week and you've told me about the schoolboy situation. Tell me how it all evolved. You're born in Scotland.
I'm born in Glasgow, but I decided to play for Ireland because my grandparents are Irish and they came in first, really, and I'm happy with Ireland just now, really.
Yeah, so I can't do anything to persuade you to turn your future to Scotland. I mean, that's, you obviously you've done nothing at this stage that stops you playing for Scotland. It's just out of your own choice.
No, it's just I'm choosing to play for Ireland, really.
Well, I think that ends that conversation, but I think you can expect lots of Highland toffee and bottles of iron brew and people, Scottish fans trying to persuade you to play. You always want to establish yourself in this Celtic first team for the rest of the season.
Well, hopefully it might take longer, but I just established myself in the team, really.
There's a place going in midfield when Liam Miller leaves, obviously.
I don't know about that, really. I'll just try and keep playing the way I'm playing, and then maybe get another chance throughout the season. I'm sure you will. Tremendous performance today. Bottle of champagne, man of the match to the back of Scotland. Well done, my friend. Yeah,
cheers. Well done. Thanks, Ed.
I'm glad we got out of that before the United Nations were called in. This is what really counts this afternoon. Celtic and Hearts share the spoils, a point each. Celtic clear and worthy winners of the SPL. Hearts cementing their place in third. They will